Tuhan ialah membaca, menuntut ilmu di seluruh budaya.
Inilah teladan sepanjang masa, gayakan hidup dengan membaca. Apalah nama andai tanpa ilmu, apalah mahkota permatanya palsu. Tanpa membaca cacatlah minda, tanpa ilmu kemanalah kita. Jika ilmu pernah di dada, bila bergaya dengan membaca.
Dunia sempit menjadi luas, tempat kejayaan tiada terbatas. Negara yang kecil, tinggi martabat, kerana ilmu negara berdaulat.
Mari kawan, kita membaca. Mari silakan timba ilmu dengan membaca. Inilah perjuangan, sambutlah seruan.
Jadikan
membaca gaya wawasan. Everybody take a book and read to gain knowledge. Everyone has to read. Let's reach out, open up your mind.
let's make reading
A lifestyle of wawasan. Mari kawan, kita membaca. Mari silakan timba ilmu dengan membaca. Inilah perjuangan, sambutlah seruan.
jadikan
Membaca gaya wawasan. Everybody take a book and read to gain knowledge. Everyone has to read. Let's reach out, open up your mind.
let's make reading
A lifestyle of wawasan. Mari kawan, kita membaca. Mari silakan timba ilmu dengan membaca. Inilah perjuangan, sambutlah seruan.
jadikan
Membaca gaya wawasan.
Pandai-pandai, halang kebukuan. Bacalah sampai pandai, buku-buku berkata ilmu. Santang lemak manis, santang kelapa muda. Jangan anak menangis, kalau anak suruh membaca.
Lifestyle of wawasan. Mari kawan, kita membaca. Mari silakan timba ilmu dengan membaca. Inilah perjuangan, sambutlah seruan.
jadikan
Membaca gaya wawasan. Everybody take a book and kebanggaan semua, menyeluruh hidup jaya. Berbagai maklumat terkumpul sedia, berkhidmat setia, berbakti pada rakyat Malaysia dan menegakkan perpustakaan negara Malaysia, menggerak budaya membaca, berbagai hazanah yang ada, pusaka warisan bangsa. Rakyat yang berilmu akan terus maju, gunakan sumber ilmu, bersama kita membina minda, wawasan jadi nyata. Bagai api obor memberi cahaya, perpustakaan kita menjadi kebanggaan semua, menyeluruh hidup jaya. Berbagai maklumat sedia, berkhidmat setia, berbakti pada rakyat Malaysia dan menegakkan perpustakaan negara Malaysia, menggerak budaya membaca, berbagai hazanah yang ada, pusaka warisan bangsa. Rakyat yang berilmu akan terus maju, gunakan sumber ilmu, bersama kita membina minda, wawasan jadi nyata, wawasan jadi nyata.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akmal Shahmin bin Ahmad Sabaruddin. I would like to thank you for joining us and participating in the third day of the International Storytelling Festival Malaysia ISFM 2021. On behalf of the National Library of Malaysia, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you taking time off your busy schedule to join us today. We do hope you have enjoyed this festival so far and also find this morning session interesting and useful. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier in the morning session, the International Storytelling Festival Malaysia 2021 is derived from the spirit to uphold the dignity of folklore, art, culture, and heritage by providing a variety of exciting and interesting activities to participants. There are 5 main activities in this festival, which are first, corporate storytelling, second, tech on the go, with 4 agencies under Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture Malaysia. Third, storytelling competition. Fourth, storytelling technique workshop. And last, storytelling session from 11 representative countries. Then tomorrow we'll have 12 storytelling sessions from 11 representative countries, which are United Kingdom, Thailand, Iran, Australia, Indonesia, Turkey, India, United States, South Korea, Japan, and Malaysia. And through this program, it is also hoped we are able to share the knowledge and experience of experts in related field to enhance the participant knowledge and skill. Moving right along, we will start our third workshop, which is prop storytelling workshop. We are honored this morning to welcome a very special guest, Madam Samsul Kamariah binti Hamzah from Malaysia. Before we start, it is a pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Madam Samsul Kamariah binti Hamzah retired as Chief Librarian at the Public Work Department OJKR Library, Kuala Lumpur. Prior to that, served as one of the Deputy Director at the National Library of Malaysia. Her previous long working experience at the Lending and Reading Division gave her vast experience and exposure pertaining program and reading promotion activities for children, teenagers, and adults. She has been involved in storytelling and reading promotion activities since 1990 till now. She is an active member of 2 NGOs in Malaysia, that is the Malaysian Children and Youth Book Council, known as MBBY, and Persatuan Biblioterapi Malaysia, known as Perbima. And at the international level, she is a member of International Kamishibai of Japan, known as IKAJA. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very special guest, Madam Samsul Kamariah binti Hamzah.
Hello, good day everyone. I'm Umi Sham here from Malaysia, and today I would like to share with you all here about props, right? Props, regardless whether it is props in storytelling or props in theatre or props in any of the show or props even in story or read aloud. Okay. Well, since I'm a former librarian and now I'm a storyteller, so I would like to introduce to you, before I move further talking about props in storytelling, I would like to share with all of you here about books. All right, we talk about books before we go in detail about props. Okay, I have a few examples here of the different types of books. Okay, I have it here. This is what we call it as a plastic. Yeah, it is a plastic book which kids or toddlers, they can use it. You know, for instance, the baby don't like to go bathing, and mother can take this book along, and together with the baby they can do the bathing together. And while bathing, because this is plastic, so it's of no problem if it gets into the water. So, you know, while bathing the baby, since this is also a picture book or wordless, all right? A wordless, which it means there's no single word in this particular book. So, mommy can just open or can just introduce, can tell the baby this is a duck. And what is the sound of a duck? Yeah, maybe the mother can make the sound of a duck, quack, 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 and even mother can, act it out. How the duck walk, right? And then, or even some in Malaysia, they didn't say quack, quack, quack for a duck, but in some places, like in my village, for a duck, they say pop, 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 pop. So that is maybe the village duck of Malaysia. That's the sound of the duck. Yeah, but mostly nowadays, since all the time they have been listening or watching the TV, with the sound of a duck as quack, quack, quack. So everybody now goes for a quack, quack, quack. And most of them have forgotten about the village duck of the pop, 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 All right. And while bathing, mommy can, show the pictures, and by doing so, it will be much easier for the baby, for bathing the baby. Okay, and also there's a fish here. So in the bathtub or in the bath basin, we can say that, wow, baby, you are just like a fish, where you can swim, how to swim, and probably you can show the baby how to swim, or you can just do this act of how fish swims. Okay, so this is what we call it a plastic book. All right, and apart from that, we also have all right, this is what we call it a cloth book. Why we call it a cloth book? It's because it is made of cloth, definitely. And okay, you see, this cloth book is with a handle where the kids, if they love it, they will carry the book everywhere they like. Okay? All right. So this is what we call it a cloth book. And this is just one of the example of the cloth book here, where I usually use it with the small kids, while doing the storytelling. Okay, all right. What is the title of the book? Normally, a book comes with a title. So does the cloth book. And the title is Your Home. The title is Your Home. And you can start opening the cloth book here. And it says that turtles lives in shells. Alright, turtles lives in shell. So now we can do an interactive storytelling with the kids. So now you can ask them, among the 4 pockets that we have it here, which one is the turtle? Definitely the kids, they all say, oh yeah, I know. It is the green color. It is the green color is the turtle. Yes, you are right. So we can just take the turtle out, and since turtle lives in shell, so there it goes. Alright, turtles lives in shell. And apart from that, we can also, if the kids maybe 6 or 7 years old, we can start reading with them. Okay, and spell it out. How to spell turtle? They can easily look at the book, look at this pocket, and they will spell it out. And so, alright, when we turn to the next page, it says that birds build nest. Okay, so where is the bird? Alright, so the children will definitely say, wow, the second, the top, on the left pocket is the bird. How to spell bird? B-I-R-D, because it is spell it out here, and then you open it and put the bird in the nest. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so now we go on. Alright, fish swims in fish bowls. Alright, so this is the fish bowl over here. So where is the fish? Alright, so they managed to say the fish and then how to spell the fish. And we take the fish and put it in the fish bowl. Alright, so now, okay, you can see. Alright, and it goes on and on and on until over here you have little Joey. Okay, you have little Joey here. Okay, so Joey, where is Joey? Joeys are carried in a pouch. Joey carried in a pouch. So, alright, so here's Joey. Joey in a pouch. Alright, so, okay, thank you. Then, these can also be the props. Okay, this can also be the props. You see, you have it here, Joey, alright, carried in a pouch. And after that, maybe you can share, alright, this is Joey. Yeah. Alright, and this is Joey, and mother carried Joey in a pouch. And they hop and hop and hop and hop together. Alright, so these can also be a props. Alright? Okay. And in fact, for your information, alright, for your information, Okay, never mind. Let me keep going down here. Alright. So, when we say props, there's a lot more that I'm going to touch on it. But since I say that, now I'm going to share about books. Alright. So, this is the cloth book, as I say. So, whenever you finish with the kids, make sure, make sure you keep it back in its place. Alright? So, while doing the storytelling or the story reading or whatever activities that you are doing with the children, make sure, alright, after the activity, you get them to put it back or keep it back in its place. And the same thing that you tell the children, even at home, after they do their reading or homework or housework or whatever, make sure that they keep it back in their place. For instance, if they, take the books and read, and make sure after reading, you train them to put it back in its place. Yeah, and it's the same thing. Even in the library, if you conduct the activity in the library, get the children to understand that after reading, put it back in its place. Or if they are not sure where to put the books back in its place, normally in the library we do have trolleys, so they can put it back on the trolleys. Okay, then it would be much easier for the library assistants to shelf the book back in its place. Alright, so this is the first, I go with the plastic book, and then here is the cloth book. And well, this is the normal book. Yeah, this is what we call it as a paperback. Yeah, paperback book, meaning that the cover is a soft cover book. Right? It's a soft cover book. Whereas if this, alright, this is the hard cover. Okay, this is the hard cover. Okay, alright. And another thing that I would like to share with all of you here is that for a book, okay, 1 minute, I'll get you a book. Okay, I have a book here. Oh, where is my badan? Alright. Oh yeah, it's here. Okay. Alright. This is a book. Alright. And this one is also a hardcover. Okay, a hardcover. The book titled Badang Hamba Yang Perkasa. Okay. Actually, this book is written by me. Okay. I wrote this book long time ago. And for a book, it is not that I want to share the books written by me, but I want to share with every one of you here, especially the children, all the school librarians, alright, or teachers, librarians. Okay, this is what we call it a cover. All right, a book cover. And then as you open here, all right, this is what we call it a title page. Okay, the title page normally they have the same picture, but there are books that they have a different picture, but they have the title here. That is why we call it as a title page. All right, and at the back of the title page, okay, at the back of the title page, we call it verso. V-E-R-S-O, verso. And here you have all the documents or whatever that you need here. For instance, the ISBN number, and then the CIP, cataloging in publication, all right? And in Malaysia, and I think most in other countries as well, the CIP, yeah, and also the ISBN, you can get it from the National Library. Here in Malaysia, the ISBN, that is the International Standard Book Number, or the ISSN, International Standard Serial Numbers, were given to the publishers or to the authors free. Okay, but in some countries they incur some cost, right? You have to pay just a little amount, okay? And it is very important, and so you have it here. And also some people, they have the dedication page as well over here, and then only it started. All right, the story starts, and it goes on and on and on until the end. Okay, and it is a very important, yeah, it is very important for a book. If you want to publish a book, you need to have the ISBN number and the CIP, cataloging in publication, because that will help. One, your book is being published according to the international standard, and also the CIP will help the community out there, the librarians, even the bookseller, right? With the CIP, they just scan the ISBN and they can have all the documents ready for them to put the books on the shelf. Okay. All right, and this is the example of the paperback, yeah, the soft cover, and also the hard cover. And this book, all right, this is also, we call it a board book, all right. And this board book is, you see, there's a title out here that is "Thank You God for the Wonderful Work." Okay, thank you God for the wonderful work. So as you open it, and you see this book, yeah, you can slide. Okay, you can slide, right? And you slide it back, and it goes on and on. So this book is a sliding book, we call it. Okay, and a pop-up book. Where is my pop-up book? All right. Yeah. Okay. Got another here. This book. All right. This book, we call it a pop-up book. All right. A pop-up book. Why? Why do I say it's a pop-up book? Because if you open here, there, you can see, right, the giraffes popping up from the book. So that is why we call this a pop-up book. And there are so many pop-up books out there in the market, all right, in the market. And kids love the pop-up book. There you see the crocodile here. Okay, and this is what we call it, a pop-up book. And this book, yeah. This book, it comes in a shape of, the title is a little chimp. Little chimp or a chimpanzee. Okay, a chimpanzee. So we have here a little chimp. Okay, and the book is with the shape of the chimp. Okay, and it goes on. Alright, so this is the story of little chimp. Okay. Alright. And this a little book. Alright. Lily the ladybird. So, can you see the ladybird here? Alright. So, you can use your finger. Alright. So, this is with the finger puppets. A book with the finger puppet. So, you can just open. Alright. And you can twist and turn and look up. Alright. Now the ladybird can look up, look down, turn to the right and turn to the left. Alright, so or it can move in a circular motion. Alright, so this is what we call a book with finger puppets. Okay, and I do have another book here. This is the favorite books of my granddaughter. So whenever she came back to my home, definitely she will get this book. Alright? Because this is also with a puppet where you can move. Right? Normally, I will go open the mouth and I close the mouth, turn and look and search for her. You see? And she will love the story so much, and giggling around with the bear. And normally I will ask her to put her finger here and the bear will bite the finger. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, so the kids, they love this kind of books. Alright. Oh, yeah. So, and, okay. Alright. This is the popular book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Alright? Eric Carle. And, right, a deep condolences to Eric Carle and the family where Eric has just passed away. Is it beginning of this year or end of last year? Yeah. So, his book, his popular book, yeah, I have here The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And this book, it comes with this is the popular Eric Carl's, yeah, the big world where it goes. All right, so we do have this kind of book as well in the market. Okay, so roughly, that's about it about books. And of course, when we say about books, and it goes also by the way how the book is being bound, or the way they bind the book. All right, this is the normal binding, and of course they have this kind of a ring binding. That's what we call it, a ring binding, where the ring goes, all right, and we just open the book. All right, this is what we call it, a ring binding. Okay, it's not so much that I'm going detail about the book, but you know why? Because books are part of props, okay? And books is a very simple, direct props that we have it with us. So whenever you are doing a read aloud, or you are sharing a story or whatsoever, yeah, books is the best props that we have it with us handy. Okay, we don't have to really make, or we don't really have to go and search for a particular props. All right, and when we say props, okay, actually props is something, yeah, well, let me read this. Props can be anything used to aid in the telling a story. It can be anything. Yeah, it can be anything. So, the audience, the audience need to be made to believe that the object in the representative to one of the aspects. So the props that we use is something that can make the audience believe about it, that we are going to tell the story. And when we say props, it can be anything. It can be a map. Yeah, it can be a map. Or it can be a ball. Yeah, it can be a ball. Okay, and here, I have it here with me. All right, this is a ball. And it is also a globe. All right, so when we tell stories, maybe we want to tell them the story about a folk tale from Malaysia. Where is Malaysia? All right, so we can show the kids, all right, that Malaysia is here. All right, in the Southeast Asia. So we have Malaysia here, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, nearby countries. Okay, so this can be a props, and it can be a ball as well, but I have it here, and in fact, when we tell stories or whatever that we use, we call it a props. All right, okay. And apart from that, apart from maps, balls, yeah. It can even be a cookies. A cookies that we eat. Or a scarf. Alright. For instance, yeah, a cookies. It just strike my mind. Yeah. When we say we can use cookies, maybe I do have a cookies. In fact, I have cookies in my kitchen. The Oreo cookies, which is black in color, a little bit with white ring around it, and also a white cookies. Right? A white cookie. So how is it that we want to use these cookies as our props? Maybe, alright, maybe we can use it for a story about a black cat and a white cat. So we can use the black cookies as the black cat and the white cookies as the white cat. So it can be done. So we can associate, even the kids, when they listen to our stories, they can associate it with the stories that we are telling them. When we say that black cat, we have the black cookies in our hand, and the white cat, we have the white cookies in the hand, so they can associate the story, the colors, alright? And maybe we can describe the white cookies. It is not pure white, but they have some, other patches. Alright, there's a patch on the white cookies. So it looks like, oh, this is the white cat with little patches that it has on the body. Okay, so we can use that as the props as well. And maybe we have a scarf, alright? The scarf that we use, or maybe with that scarf we can just explain to them, this is just like a kite flying in the sky. So we can hold the scarf and, we can wave it in the air. It's just like a kite is flying in the air. Alright, so we can use even scarf, alright, just to resemble the kite, alright, and the movement of the scarf will show the movement of the kites being blown by the wind in the air, alright. So by using props, we can stimulate the thinking skills of the children. Alright? And also, they can comprehend when we say that, even the additional of the vocabulary for the children. Okay? And most importantly, when we use props, alright? So, props can help, right? Can help the children to think or to stimulate, alright? To stimulate their imagination, alright? To stimulate their imagination. For instance, when we mention in our story, for instance, I used to tell my daughter about I call it in our language, in bahasa, in Melayu, Pak Musang. So when I say that, right, she imagined Musang is something big, like what should I say, the serigala, like a fox, right? She imagined that, alright, it is like a fox, but actually it is just slightly, maybe, just a small animal, yeah, which, what do we say musang in English? Wait, never mind, let me check. And then I'll get back to you. All right. So, right from her childhood, her early childhood, she has been is a fox. Oh, okay. All right. It is stated there as musang as a fox as well, but it is just a smaller size fox, yeah. And she has been imagining that the fox is just like the one in the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, it's only I think after she already got married and she got a kid for herself, then only she realized that musang is a smaller size of animal compared to the fox in the Little Red Riding Hood. All right. Oh, it's a civet, is it? Yeah, it's a civet. Yeah, a smaller size is a civet. CIVET. All right. So that is musang. Okay. And that is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tell you all. I'm trying to share. How we stimulates, yeah, the imagination of the children. Let them run wild with their imagination, because by doing so, then their thinking skill, they are more ahead of the others. Okay. And we can even do anything that we have it in the story. Okay. Now, I would like to share the story of a rainbow flower. All right. In this story, in the rainbow flower, where I have my yes, thank you. All right. Oh dear, I have 3 of these books. Okay, so this is my props. Okay, this is my props in the rainbow flower. Okay, so whenever I plan to go and tell stories about a rainbow flower, I will bring this along with me. Okay? Okay. This is the rainbow flower. Why we call the rainbow flower? Because of its color. We have red, orange, yellow, blue, pink, green, and purple. All right. So this is the story about the rainbow flowers. And you know, if without, all right, if without the props, I can tell the stories. The children will love the stories as well. But if we have the props with us, if we have the props, then actually I have two sets of props. I have one here, which normally I just put up there, and this is the one that I carry with me in this pouch or in this bag. All right? All right, in this bag. Let's not put the name of the company because I'm not, advertising for them. Okay. All right. So I just put it in the bag, and in this story, all right, in this story, the rainbow flower, is about the little girl, all right, is about the little girl where mother asked her to go to the shop to buy bread. Okay, so when she already got the bread with her, all right, when she already got the bread with her, a string of bread. Inside this book, it says that a string of bread. So I built these props. Okay, I built these props. I get a string, and you can get this in the shop. Yeah, even here in Malaysia, we do have the just a 2 ringgit shop where we can get all these cheap. Yeah, so we have donuts here. You see, oh, lovely. We have lovely donuts here. We have a smaller one. We have a bigger donuts, and we have the croissant here, and also the bread here. Okay, and I just since all these and except for the bread, it doesn't have a hole, so I just poke a small hole here. Yeah, I just punch with the normal puncture, and I just tie it to a string. So this becomes the prop, and her string of bread, her string of bread, while she was carrying back home, a dog snatched the string of bread and ran away. She tried to chase, she ran and ran and ran and ran after the dog, but she couldn't get hold of the dog. The dog ran faster than her, and she was lost until she reached at this little cottage, a teeny tiny little cottage. And in that teeny tiny little cottage, to enter the cottage, there's a teeny tiny little gate. As she opened the gate, she walked in, and at this cottage, she saw a teeny tiny little door. As she wanted to knock at the door, all of a sudden, the door opened, and a teeny tiny little grandmother stand at the doorstep. "Yes, girl. Why are you here?" the little girl told Granny her story. And after that, Granny says, "You hold on, I have something for you." So she went inside, and when she comes out, she carried the rainbow flower with her. And she told the girl that every color or every petals of the flower can help her in a different way. So she took the flower back, after after saying thank you to Granny. She turned her back and walked home. First thing, she took out the yellow flower and she said that, "Please bring me back home as soon as possible." As soon as she finished saying it, she is already at home. So when she reached home, she tries to find a place where she can keep these rainbow flowers. But as she climbed, trying to put it on top of a cupboard, the vase falls down and it breaks. So quickly, the little girl took the red flower and said that, "The little petal of red color, please mend back my vase, because this is so valuable to me." In a split of a second, the vase was mended and it is just as it was before. Alright? And it goes on. Alright? The story goes on how with other colors, and at last with the blue color, whereby with that blue color, she met a boy who cannot walk. You need a crutch to walk, and with that, the girl think of how she can help the boy to walk, because they wanted to play together. So with that the last blue petals that she had, she prayed that the boy can walk as normal, and then after that, just with the blink of an eye, the boy can walk, as usual, as a normal person, and there it goes, they can play together. So to the little girl, that there's nothing special, in this wide world, except to see a friend who are just happy and lead a normal life again. Right? So this is the story of rainbow flower. I just cut it short. I just cut it short because there's a lot of other things that I would like to share, other props as well that I would like to share with all of you here. So this is the props. You see, whenever I'll bring these props with me, the kids, they love it so much. Alright, they love it so much. They come and hold and squeeze, and even the small one tries to bite. I say no, that the props that I bring with me, it is not real. It's just a plastic one. So please don't eat, don't bite. Okay? So, but I tell you, not only the kids, even parents, they love to see this. Alright? It's actually, we do have outside there. It's only thing that sometimes when we don't have in mind, actually, the thing is right there in front of us, but since we don't have it in mind, to us, that is nothing. Right? That is nothing. But if, you always have it in mind, definitely anything that you find is something that you can think of. Alright? Okay, that is about the rainbow flower. Alright. Actually, for the rainbow flower, I do have this as well. Okay? Alright. Actually, if you look at the flower, you have all the rainbow colors. Purple, blue, red, pink, yellow, blue, green. Right? And in fact, I have more purple here with me. I have 3 purples. Okay. Actually, these colors or these petals or these flowers, I painted myself. Right. For your information, I bought this. Right? Actually, this is white in color. Alright? All these petals or all these flowers, they are white in color. So, when I got this book, the rainbow flower, so I paint it, right? I paint according to the rainbow colors, right? According to the rainbow colors. And when I say props, alright, when I say props, it is not only the visible props that we show, but we also have songs that we can share with the children.
Rainbow, rainbow, way up high, colors glowing in the sky. Rainbow, rainbow, rain and sun, come together for some fun.
Red, orange,
yellow, green, blue, purple,
together. Alright, so that's the rainbow colors. And even a song, alright, and even a song can be props. Okay? So, in the song, it mentioned the color one by one. The colors of the rainbow, and with the song, the children, maybe they can start imagining seeing the rainbow in the sky. Right? Then they will start thinking, and they remember the color mentioned in the song. Alright? So, the song can be props as well. And with that, oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Oh yes, thank you. All right. Oops. Okay, so I have it here, which, of course, this one is not the English version. This is the Malay version of the song Pelangi. Meaning, in English, we say rainbow. In the Malay language, we say it as pelangi. So I have the rainbow here, or the pelangi here, and this is the word pelangi, and this is the song of a pelangi. All right. So just now we hear the English songs of rainbow, rainbow in the sky. All right. So that is the English song. Whereas you have also the Malay song, that is the Pelangi. We have Pelangi, pelangi, alangkah indahmu, merah, kuning, hijau, di langit yang biru, pelukismu agung, siapa gerangan, pelangi, pelangi, ciptaan Tuhan. So that's the song, all right? And even in the song, it mentioned the color of the rainbow, right? Okay, so that is, we can use that. Okay, that's it. All right. So that is one of the example, right? One of the example of props, all right? Props. One of the example of the props where we have the string of red here, and then the rainbow flowers. Because I normally, if I were to go and tell stories, I'll bring this along with me, because this one is smaller, lighter, and easy to carry compared to the other one that I showed you just now. All right, so that is one of the example of the props. All right, how I develop. All right, how I develop the props, and the same thing goes to this story about. Oh, I don't have the book here. Another story about the onion, about the lemon, about whatever it is that it mentioned in the book, right? Mentioned in the book. So you just all right. So with that, also I get it, in the market, and then I'll bring along and I'll share it with the children. Okay, all right. It just happened. The book is from the same series. All right, it's just from the same series. The Adventures of the Little Onion. Right, The Adventures of the Little Onion. So it does mention about the garlic, all right, and of course I have two, right. This looks more real, all right. This looks more real, whereas this is a bit plastic, all right, plastic, all right. And in the story, all right. Uh-huh. Okay, so in the story, you know, they have this lemon, right? A lemon is a soldier in this, and then of course they have the smaller lemon here. So I get this, right? So in the story, right, in the story, when I tell them the story, I just put it right in front here. As I mentioned the characters, right? As I mentioned the characters, then I will put it there. And you know, the capsicum here, yeah, which is the spicy, is fierce, you know. So the colors, the shapes, and whatsoever, it you know, this is the carrot here, the carrot and the mole. We have the so we try to get it all this, right? You can easily get it in the market, all right. As and also this is the adventure of the little onion, right? The adventure of the little onion. And also there's a story, right? That's a story about well, it just slipped my mind. Okay, okay, never mind. When it comes back, then I will mention it to you. So you can create all these, or you can get all these as part of your props when you tell stories. You see, and the lemon, the big one, is actually the head, right? And the head of the soldier, and this is the soldier, which is a smaller lemon. And of course you have the onion, right? And it's only thing that in this story, another character is a mole, which I tried to search in the market. I couldn't get the mole, but maybe I can twist a little bit the story. Instead of a mole, then I can use rats, right? I can use rats. So if rats or mouse, it will be much easier to get it in the market. But just unfortunate, for the last 2 years, I couldn't go out because of the MCO. all right? And maybe I will collect it, or I can create that props later. All right. Well, one more just now, I forgot. I have the book here, and this is another kind of book, which we call it as accordion book. You see, ouch, ouch. So it's just like an accordion, right? It's just like an accordion. So we call it an accordion book. This is also, yeah, some they call it as a flip book. Yeah, some they call it as a flip book. So this is the story. As you open, you can see the stories flows. All right, the story flows, and this is what we call it an accordion book. It looks like an accordion. All right. Okay. See. Maybe. All right. Okay. Can you see it clearly here? Yes. All right. And well, apart from that, I have these turtle, the story of which I will share the story of the turtle with you. All right. Okay. Let me get the book. Okay. Pulau Sipadan. Alright. Okay. This is the story of a boy, right? Of a boy named Amarul. Okay, Amarul, one day, the father bring him to one of the beautiful island in Malaysia, which is situated in Sabah, all right, in Sabah. And the story is about how Amaru wanted to go snorkeling. The father wants to take Amaru for snorkeling. But actually, Amaru is quite scared, to go down in the sea. So, this is the prop that I built, right? The turtle. I have the turtle here. I bought the turtle, and of course, all right. So, and I bought a glove. All right, I bought a glove, so I can put my hand. All right, I can put my hand here in the glove. All right. Okay. And there it goes. So, can you see? Now, when I put my hand in the glove I sewed it to the turtle, and Amaru is here on top of the turtle, because the turtle says that, "Don't be afraid, Amaru. I will take you down." All right? And so they dive down together, and there goes Amaru together with the turtle. Okay, together with the turtle. So It's just that easy for me to move Amarul around. So I bought the glove. Alright, I bought the glove and I sewed it to the turtle so that I can put my hand. Alright, I can put my hand and then I can maneuver the movement of the turtle and Amarul. Actually, this is the story written by, it is written and illustrates, okay, and also he illustrates the book by Nur Azhar Ishaq. Or here in Malaysia, he is popularly known as Nai. Nai stands for Nur, A Azhar, and I Ishaq. Nai. So this is the story. He is also not only Nai. All the children normally call him Uncle Nai. Yeah, Uncle Nai. He is not only a writer. He is also an illustrator. He illustrates the book, and he is also a storyteller. Alright, he is also a storyteller. So this is the story Indahnya Pulau Sipadan, or Beautiful Island of Sipadan. The beautiful island of Sipadan. And this is Amarul. Yeah, Amarul, when he first, when Dad asked him to go snorkeling, he's so scared. He's so scared that during at that time, he was, on the bridge. So while looking into the sea, he fell asleep. And in his sleep, he heard someone calling him, Amarul, Amarul dear, come over with me, I'll bring you. And Amarul said no. He's so scared. He's so scared of the water and also the deep sea. But, the turtle said, don't be afraid. You climb on my back. Alright? You climb on my back and I'll bring you down. You hold tight onto me. Don't be scared. Okay? Don't be afraid. So, Amarul straight away, sat on the back of the turtle and dive he goes. And so that's the adventure of the journey that they go together. You see how Amarul jumped on the back of the turtle, and yes, there you see Amarul. Okay, he goes to the journey of the beautiful under the sea. Alright. Then after that, at last, he about to fall because the place under the sea is so dark. He is so scared that he almost fell. And during that time, he suddenly wakes up. When he wakes up, he realized that, oh no, I'm still, on the bridge. I haven't gone down to the sea as yet. Then when father called him, okay, Amaru, are you ready? Come, let's go down for snorkeling. Are you ready now? Straight away, Amaru said, yes, Dad, I'm ready and let's go. So with that, Amaru, together with father, put on all the equipment and they dive down and off they go. With that, Amaru remembers, how he traveled together with the turtle. You see? If without the props, without the props, the story is fine. The story itself is beautiful story, simple and nice. But if with the props, you see, the children will know about the turtle, and of course, Amaru can be any of the boy around, okay? And you see the turtle and how the shape or the looks of the turtle, right? So they can imagine better, right? The kids can imagine better. And if you were to look at the turtle in the book, if you were to look at the turtle in the book, well, where is it? Right. You see how Amaru sits on the back of the turtle. It's just more or less like the props that I have it here, that I built. Okay, so normally, the props helps, all right. As I say, apart from it helps the imaginary, right? The imagination of the children. Apart from that, we can also create an activity. Okay, we can also create an activity for the children. Okay, for instance, I have this book, Rekenkas 8. Okay, I have this book, Rekenkas 8 with me, written by Patricia Polacco. Okay, Patricia Polacco. And here goes, published by Philomel Books, New York. Alright? So, when I first look at the book, normally people will say that don't judge the books by its cover, right? Don't judge the book by its cover. But the first time I look at the book, I fell in love with the book. All right? I fell in love with the book. You know why? Because I can imagine. Okay? I can imagine this. What kind of activity that I can do with the children. Okay. And it just happened that, the first page that I opened, the first word here is babushka. Alright? Babushka. And I learned the book Babushka from my sifu, or from my teacher, Professor Dr. N. Pelosky from US. All right. So he said Babushka is grandmother. Okay, babushka is grandmother. So when I look at this, immediately I have in mind, it strikes my mind that I wanted to get this egg. Alright, okay. And actually, this story is about the about Easter egg. Alright, about Easter egg, and also about this duck. Alright, actually, this duck is being shot. Right, it's being shot, and he almost died, but babushka saved him. And fortunate enough, the duck laid a beautiful egg, which we call it an Easter egg. Alright, but to me, apart from the story, what really get me to buy this book and also to build the props. Alright, to build the props is because, alright, because once upon a time I saw this duck, alright, in the market. But after I bought the book, I couldn't find, I don't know where I saw this kind of ducks. You know, I've been searching high and low over here in Kuala Lumpur, but I couldn't get it until one day when I was invited for a storytelling workshop in Kuantan, one of the town in the east coast of the peninsular Malaysia. You know, after my workshop that night, I got a free time, so I just roam about at the shopping complex, and there I found this duck, you know, and the price is quite well, but it's just because that I want it so much, so I don't, regardless of the price, I just bought the duck. And normally with this story, Rekanka's egg, I will bring these props along with me, and also, alright, these eggs. Okay, if you were to look at these eggs, you can easily get or buy from the Pakistani shop. Normally in the Pakistani shop in Malaysia, we have this kind of painted, alright, painted eggs, and of course this is another golden egg, but actually this one they really put an egg inside during the wedding. I got this, so I just put it together here. And I also have this, alright. Oh, maybe I couldn't get closer to the camera. Okay, this egg actually is from Bali. It's from Bali, Indonesia, and you know, the painting on the egg is super fine. It's beautiful, alright? A real artistic work on the egg. So I have it here, and also, where is my favorite? Yes. Okay. This is the marble egg. Alright? need to hold it nicely so that it won't fall. Okay, this is the marble egg, which the drawings, or it is so artistic, it's super fine, very tedious, very it's beautiful. The brush and the stroke that they have it on the egg itself is beautiful. Yeah, and this marble egg, I bought this in Singapore. Right, I bought this in Singapore. But apart from that, of course, we do have this marble egg as well. The a smaller one. But what I want to share with you about the props that we use in storytelling, we can also do an extended activity. Okay, I remember during my school days. All right, during my school days, we our teacher used to ask us to bring the egg shell to the school, and during the art class, we need to paint our eggshells according to our creativity. So, when I saw this book, Rechanka's egg, straight away I have in mind that I'm going to use the egg or the eggshells, right? During after my activity, or after my storytelling. All right, after my storytelling, and I'm going to do an extension activities whereby I can get the children, or the parents and the children, to paint the egg. And for this matter, you can easily get this artificial egg. This is not an original eggshell. This is just a plastic one. All right, and after the activity, after my storytelling session, then I will do these activities with parents and children. Okay, so with all these props, all right, with all the props, that is why I said the importance of props. Apart from that, with the props itself, apart from the storytelling session, we have these extended activities, and these activities that I conduct together with the parents and the children. Okay, so it can, what should I say, we sort of the family bonding. We can create the family bonding whereby they can work together, mother or father with the children, or children and children. There's the relationship, the bonding as a friends or as a family. So with that, I can create more props. More props. But normally, when I bring this along with me, after they have already painted it, I will give it to them. Now, kids, you can take it back home as a souvenir from Umi Shah, from me, right? So, the props also can create the bonding, between friends, family, teachers, and students, you know. So props plays a vital role. That is why I again and again I would say that it plays a vital role. Can I have Bobby? All right. So and another thing, when I have it here, the story about babushka. All right, and of course I have it. You know, the Russian doll. You can easily get the Russian dolls, yeah, in the market. There are so many, and I have different sizes of the Russian dolls that I have it with me as a collection. But of course, when I go out and tell stories, I don't bring all. Yeah, I'll bring some. Okay, and wow, this is a different size. Yeah, this one is a bigger size of the. Uh, okay, aha, wow, right. I think this one is my size. You know, is wow. Like this one is a bit tall, a big size but tall, and this one shorter and wider. It's just like me. Okay, and when we say the Russian dolls, yeah, inside here, can you get me the big one? Okay. Okay, that's a few. Okay. Okay, and this one is, okay, I used to tell stories. You see, we have babushka here. All right, we have babushka, the grandmother. All right, we have the grandmother here, and then we have mother. Oh, nice. We have mother here. All right. Okay. And oh. Okay. And then we have little sister here. All right. We have sister here, and oh, that's it. Haha. Okay. And this is the little sister. So normally, the Russian doll, you know, if you open it, then you have different sizes. Right? Okay, you have different sizes. You have grandmother, you have mother, you have sisters, yeah, and auntie maybe, and then the small girl, yeah, and the smallest one. All right. So with this, you can create a story. Okay, you can create a story whereby lately I have a story about why must we stay at home, because my granddaughter, my youngest one, she used to ask me, Makto is maybe babushka or grandma or granny or whatever, but she called me Makto. Ma is mother, To is grandmother. Makto, why must we stay at home? Why is it that we couldn't go out? Right. So now, during this pandemic, right? So I created a story using this Russian doll. I told my granddaughter that, well, we cannot go out now because out there's a pandemic. We do have virus outside there. If we go out, then, you know, the virus will get to us. And if we go back home, we have grandmother who is ill. Okay? So, if the virus gets to the grandmother, then she will definitely be ill and need to be hospitalized. So we cannot. So we have mother here who helps to look after grandmother. And you know, the elder sister helps mother. So I just created this story how we can stay at home, and then this sister need to take care of the youngest sister. They play around so that they don't disturb mother and the elder sister who needs to look after the grandmother. Okay, so and she asked me, Mato, where is daddy and granddaddy? Oh, you know what? Because the story are all girls here. So I told her that, oh, can you hear outside at the porch? You see? So daddy and granddaddy, they are outside there. Yeah. Granddaddy is washing the car and your dad is clearing the compound of the house. So we can just create. With that, they can think, all right, why that she need to stay at home. Because if they go out, then they will bring back the virus, and more, especially the elderly, they can easily get sick. Not only the elderly, but we scared most also for the little baby. Okay, so this is another props that you can have or that you can get from the market outside. All right, and okay, a minute. All right. Okay. Can you scroll down? Okay. All right. And this is the original, because I think this one and this one is from China, and I think this one is original from Russia, and this is also the first Russian doll that my niece bought for me when she was in studying in Russia. I love it so much because it's the same thing. You have, you know, different sizes of grandmother. Okay, so you see, from the book, then we can create props. And of course, you know, if you are good at painting, or if you are good at doing props yourself, jolly well and good. Okay, and okay, this is also the up. the grandmother is kicking the others. Okay. This is also the story of a grandmother who, I don't have it here. Okay, this also a story about grandmothers who swallows the flies. Where are the flies? I don't have. Okay, it is supposed to be here. All right, never mind. This is the grandmother, who swallows the flies. It swallows because there's a big mouth here where you can put inside, and while telling the stories, you can just put inside, because the story of the grandmother who swallow the flies. Right, you can also, I think, Google or open at the YouTube, right? The YouTube, try to search for grandmother who swallow the fly. Yeah, you can get the story of the grandmother who swallows the fly, and in fact, the way they tell the story is with the little rhyme, with the little rhyme, where when grandmother swallow, it gets wriggle and wiggle in the stomach. So this is the one of the example of the flies, right? And in fact, not only the flies, but also the horse, the cow, and then they have the dog, the cat, and and oh yeah, yeah. You see, it is in there. All right. So this is the cow, and she swallow the cow inside, so it can just goes inside. So when it goes inside, it wriggles and wiggles, right? It wiggles and wriggles inside the stomach. Okay, so this grandmother story, you can also, I think, in YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, yes. You try to search, and when I saw this, the grandmother, and straight away I bought it, right? And this is also from Singapore, when I attended the storytelling, I think seminars or whatsoever in Singapore. So I bought this. All right. Okay. So this is also my favorite props. All right. Okay. And of course, when I say props, we do have, you see, like as I say, I don't know how to do it myself, but in the market, this one, the battery, I think the battery has gone out, right? So actually, when I open and close the mouth of this frog, there's a sound. All right, there's a sound of a frog. So when you perform, what should I say, puppet. When you do the puppet show, you can have there are so many puppets that you have in the market, right? There are so many puppets apart from this frog, and of course, with the frog, you can sing along as well. The famous song in Malay language is the lompat si katak lompat, is the jumping frog, yeah. Lompat si katak lompat, lompatlah tinggi, 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 tinggi. I know, and then with the sound of the frog. So, it's interesting. And of course, with all the props, yeah, with the props that we have, definitely you can get the children to be with you. And normally, the children's or their concentration span is only the most is 45 minutes, but normally half an hour. After that they are restless. But if you have props with you, yeah, with all these such a lovely props, yeah, definitely when you have like a tiger here, right? Such a beautiful tiger, looks so fierce. Oh, ha ha ha! Hey, who are you? You, Mr. Froggy, right? So, with the props, you can get, or you can get the children to be with you, right? And apart from that, doing origami or paper folding, that is also props. All right, that is also props. And my own experience, in one of the place, they gave me solid 2 hours, solid 2 hours to conduct a storytelling, and of course with activities and all those, 2 hours with children of multiracial, which speaks multi-language, and with the parents as well. And also in that group, I realized that there's one special kid. There's one special kid who sits there, and when I look at him, I know that he is a special kid. But I don't know, he is special in what form, whether he's a dyslexic children or I'm not so sure. But I know that he is a special kid, But after the 2 hours session, the mother straight away come forward and say, "Thank you, Umi. Thank you so much. Never ever before my son, stay for 2 hours. Normally 15 minutes and he will run out of the the session or the program or whatsoever. But today, you managed to glue him for 2 solid hours, And then only the mother told me that he is a special kid with dyslexic, I think, dyslexia kids, yeah. But why I can manage to get them together with me is because of the props, with the props, and then I do sing along with them. and with paper folding the story of Mr. Long and Mr. Short, yeah, while doing the paper folding, which at the end of my story it becomes a box. All right. So and after that I asked them, would you all like to fold a box? Definitely everybody will say yes, 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 yes. And you know, when I go for this kind of session, my son will be with me, and he will help, you know, to distribute whatever that I need to give away. And so he can help me, you know, when doing the paper folding whatsoever, so he can help me out. All right. So that's well, oh, okay. There's one more thing that I would like to uh, oh yes, okay, I have it here with me. Okay. I put it here first. It is being blocked. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, all right. And during storytelling, there are so many techniques of telling stories. And of course, this is part of the props as well. Because what I have here with me is the felt. All right, is the felt. And behind here, I have the whiteboard. So I can tell stories, and this can be a props as well. All right. So when I tell stories using the drawing techniques, all right, the drawing techniques, so I can use this, all right, which I can bring along with me anywhere because it's just a small one, all right, and I can tell stories using the drawing techniques over here. All right, then we can drop off. There's a few stories that we can write. And also at the back here, I have the felt, all right, the felt material here, which we can use the technique of just to paste it over there. All right, let me check. Yeah. Okay. In fact, inside here, I have the magnet. All right, and of different shapes. If you were to look in here, of different shapes, and there's a book where from that shape we can build animals, for instance, elephant, all right, a giraffe, and so on and so forth. And oh yeah, let's not get okay. The felt, as I told you, Alright, this is just a simple one. Yeah, this is just a simple one. We can do it with the children. Alright, we can do it with the children while singing along. While we can sing along. The story is about the life cycle of a butterfly. Alright? Okay, the life cycle of a butterfly. So it started off with alright, the worm here. Yeah, the paper the cloth. This is also the cloth. Yeah, you can just put it there. And normally I will sing along with the children. The life cycle of a butterfly. Dari ulat jadi kepompong. So this is the kepompong. Alright. Dari ulat jadi kepompong. Tidur lena dalam kelongsong. Tiba masa kepompong pecah. Pom. Jadilah rama-rama yang indah. Rama-rama terbang merata. Sungguh cantik aneka warna. Isap madu di pohon bunga. Tapi sayang hidup tak lama. So, this is the story of the life cycle of a butterfly. So, it is not only that you can have other stories as well. Yeah, you can have other stories as well using the felt. Alright, using the felt. Alright. So, this is when you have the props, right? When you have the props, then the children and what more, you have a song, all right? It will make the children easy to remember. So, from ulat, all right, from the worm, and it sleeps in the pupa or pupae, as some mentioned. Yeah, tidur lena dalam kelongsong. When times comes, it bursts open with the sound of a pom. It becomes a butterfly. Jadilah rama-rama yang indah, a beautiful butterfly. So the butterfly will fly to the garden. Yeah. Oh yeah, my garden is upside down. Oh. Alright. Okay. So the butterfly will flies to the garden and goes to the flowers and will suck. Alright, the madu or the nectar there. Alright, and unfortunately, the butterfly doesn't live long. Then maybe you can get the children, once they see it, it can easily stick to their mind. What more with the song that you sing along with the children. So, with these kind of props, right, will make your story more interesting, okay? And not only that, it also, as I say, stimulates their mind, and also with that, you can add vocabulary, new words to the children. Okay, and what else? I have it here also. Actually, there's one more techniques that is I love to do it with the children, and this technique is popular in Japan. That is kamishibai, but unfortunately, I can't show you the kamishibai, all right, because I don't have the bow tie with me, all right. So the frame where we slot in the paper or the story, right? A friend of mine borrowed, and due to this pandemic, she cannot travel because she is staying in another state in Putrajaya, and I'm here in Selangor. She cannot travel to return the butai, right? So I don't have it here, but somehow or other, right, you can Google and search for Kamishibai, Kamishi, one word, Bai, Kamishibai, which means paper theater, right? Which means paper theater. And every year on the 7th of December is the World Kamishibai Day, which the whole world celebrates. And I've been celebrating the World Kamishibai Day. I think this is the third or the fourth year, which, oh yeah, this year 2021 is the fourth year. And I've been together celebrating the World Kamishibai Day right from the first year until, if God permits, yeah, I will continue, and I will do the I will celebrate the World Kamishibai on the 7th of December of this year, because I've already promised Japan, yeah, because I'm also a member of IKAJA, that is International Kamishibai of Japan, right? And they asked me to tell stories, Kamishibai, using Kamishibai, and I said yes, definitely. All right. So that is roughly that I have it with me. Okay, pertaining to storytelling and props. And remember, even this kind of cards, we call it a props as well. For instance, I have it here with me. You know, when I do this story of how birds got its feather, all right? How birds got its feather, and you know, of course, when it comes to, you know, so with these pictures, all right, it will make the children, you know, they are so happy, because when they look at these pictures, yes, I've seen that kind of birds before. Where did you see it? Oh, at the zoo. And then some will say that, you know, in the TV, you know, and some would say that, oh, their grandfather loves to, you know, to have birds at home, right? And of course, this is the pigeon, you know, different kinds of birds, and of course this the peacock, right? So, and of course the last one here is the crow, yeah, and that's a story. And of course, you know, sometimes I just sing along with the children. I have it here with me and put it in front, all right? And when they look at it, of course, some who can read, they can easily follow. But sometimes the younger ones, they just look at it and they will follow the song. For instance, like this one, I love a book. Yeah, it's just a simple one. I love a book. I love a book. It's a window to knowledge. I love to read. I love to read. Make me wise and smart and great. Right? It's just a simple one. So, with that, even it's a simple one, I love to read. I love to read. Make me wise. That's a message that we are sending to the children. Make me wise and smart and great. All right? So I love a book, a window to knowledge. All right? A window to knowledge. So it's just a simple one. And of course, this is just a song that I created for my granddaughter. Yeah, and with the bamboo tree, because in the song, I said that I'm waiting for them under the bamboo tree, and it just happened in front of my house. Is just across that's a bamboo tree, and I told them that I'm waiting for them under the bamboo tree. Yeah, it's just a simple song. Yeah, di bawah pohon bambu, meaning under the bamboo tree. Yeah, di bawah pohon bambu, I will wait for you, Siti Khadijah. You are my choo-choo. You know that I will always love you. Now and forever. I do, I do, I do. So this is the song that I created first, and because Siti Khadijah is my first granddaughter, and I have the second, I have the third, and I just changed the name, right? I just changed the name. So especially when they are babies, when they hear the song over the phone, they can associate the song, the grandmother, with themselves. All right? So that is the power of props, right? That is the power of props, because singing is props, right? So okay, and I would like to end my session, right? I would like to end my session with this. Okay, because normally when I conduct my storytelling session itself, yeah, I love to end with this book. Okay, Little Mouse Takes a Walk. And before I end up with this, all right, before I end up with this, actually, there are more techniques, all right, that for instance, just now I said that the drawing techniques, the felt, and also the paper folding, the origami, okay, and using string, using string. And in fact, where is the book just now? Because this one cat's cradle. Yeah, cat's cradle is using string. All right. So you learn how to use strings, right? When you know how to use the string to become cups and saucers and to become a cradle, right? And then from the string, you can create a mosquito, right? A mosquito or a farmer planting, the crops until it comes to the harvesting time. So you can use a string, right? So there's a lot more actually. There's a lot more of props that you can use in storytelling. So the one that I show you today is just a simple basic, right? A simple basic props that I used, and of course there are times whereby you love this kind of story so much, so you carry the stories with you everywhere you go. But now in the new norms, most of my storytelling session is online, is online. When it is not as what should I say? It's good to have it online, but it is more interesting if we have it face to face, so they can touch, the props, and after that they can come and have a look, and then we have activities with them and so on and so forth. All right. So there's a lot more using vegetables to tell stories. Yeah. And what else? Puppet, of course. I shared a little bit with you just now using puppets, and that's the hand puppet, right? And there's a lot more actually. Okay. Well, as I promised, I will end up my session today with Little Mouse Takes a Walk, a surprise pop-up book written by Stephen Holmes, right? Okay, Little Mouse Takes a Walk. Little Mouse takes a walk, and before that, oh my dear, the more I want to close up the session, the more that I wanted to share. Okay, all right, never mind, one more. Before I go to Little Mouse Takes a Walk, and this is another book that I love it so much, The Big Yellow Sunflower. All right, The Big Yellow Sunflower. Okay, and okay, so this is the book. All right, and as it goes, all right. Okay. All right. So, of course, when when I conduct this session, I will read. Yeah, this is partly a read aloud session as well. All right, part of telling stories. All right, so at the end, it becomes a big yellow. Can you see? Alright. A big yellow sunflower. Okay. So this is a big yellow sunflower, which after the big yellow sunflower, what you can do is you can also Google and search for a song. You know, if you can have both in your language, is fine enough. Or yeah, you can search for the song regarding the okay, I just hope you can hear.
Sunny, sunny, sunny,
Sunflowers,
yellow, yellow, yellow,
sunflowers.
sunny, 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 sunflowers, yellow, 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 sunflowers.
Okay, actually, the song is much longer, right? And we also have that this song, the sunflower ataupun bunga matahari, or bunga matahari as what we call it in Malay language. Yeah, we have that song as well. Bunga matahari sangat cantik, kembang di waktu pagi, you know, and that's a longer version of it, right? It's just okay. Now I will end up the session with the little mouse takes a walk. All right, little mouse is taking a walk. What does he see? Oh, what a funny looking tree. Alright, is it a tree? Or what is it? Normally, the children, they will, you know, at first maybe they are far away from you. Slowly they will crawl near to you. And when they look at it, they say, no, it's not a tree, it's a giraffe. Are you sure it's a giraffe? Yes, they will scream and yell and say, yes, they are right. I said, I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but as you open it, yeah, it's a giraffe. Alright, you can see it's a giraffe. Alright, and then the little mouse continue his journey. What does he see next? Oh, what a bumpy log. Is it a log? A bumpy log, and the kids, they will scream and yell, no, it's not a log, it's a crocodile. Are you sure it's a crocodile? Yeah, it's a crocodile. Are you sure? Oh, wow. As you open, there you can see. Alright, it's a crocodile. And you move on. Oh, what a handy vine for climbing. Oh, a handy vine for climbing. It's good for you to climb. And they said, no, Umi, it's not a vine that we climb, but that is an elephant. Are you sure it's an elephant? Yes, everybody will scream and yell, wow, yes. All right. One of the ears is yeah. Okay. It's true. It's an elephant. Okay. Then goes on. What a slippery branch. Is it a branch? No, they say that it is snake. Right. Very true. Oh, it's a snake. Sorry. Too bad. My pop-up book is already torn. Never mind. I need to mend it. Alright. And then, what a good rock to rest on? Is it a rock? No, they will scream and yell and say, no, 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 it's not. It is a hippo, right? And then it goes on. What a colorful looking grass. Is it a grass? Are you sure? A colorful looking grass? No, it is not. Then, what is it? So, it's a good, it's not a grass, real mouse, and I'm a hungry tiger. So, when I get the children, right? What's the sound of tiger? And everybody will keep on roaring, because the tiger is a hungry tiger. So the mouse said, what a good time to go home. What a good time to go home. Bye-bye. So with that, normally I'll just wave a goodbye to the children and see you some other time. Alright? So, it's the same thing. If you want to know more about props, and in fact, I do have a lot more that lying behind me and also under it by my side, on both sides, I do have a lot more which maybe I can share later with all of you through the National Library of Malaysia, or you can get to my Facebook, right? Under my name, Samsul Kamariah, and maybe later through National Library you can get to me, because together with me, we do have a storytellers circle in Malaysia, which we actively doing the activities, telling stories around. With that, I would say a good day to all of you, and see you some other time, maybe. Bye.
Thank you very much for the interesting workshop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our morning session. I also would like to remind to all participants, please do not forget to submit the evaluation form. Thank you very much for your participation in this session. We do hope you enjoy and able to gain as much knowledge as possible. We will all meet back at 2 p.m. for the next session. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned with us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.